Well, hello, my virgins. Hello, my virgins. Free like a bumblebee, free like a willow tree, free like the waves are crashing on a solitary beach. Okay, my back hurts a little bit. I just heard a reader say, what kind of exercises was I doing? My calves hurt, my back hurts, everything just hurts. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Is anybody coming today? Is it too early, my darlings? Hopefully, somebody comes. Hello. If not, let me just go right into the reading then and I'll just upload it really fast. All right, so let's see what's going on with Virgos. I see one person here. Oh, I see two people here. Who do we have here? Free like a bumblebee, free like a winter breeze. Thank you for the thumbs up. Who do we have here? Virgos, it has been so long. Hey, Jimmy Jam. Did you really name yourself Jimmy Jam? Or how long have you been calling yourself Jimmy Jam? Jimmy Jam. I love Jimmy Jam. Jimmy Jam, what's happening, Jimmy Jam? Did you really just... I love it. When did you, how long have you had your name? Did you just name it because I call you guys Jimmy Jam, or have you had that name for a long time? Oh, you made my morning. You really did. You really did. All right. Who else do we have in here? What's going on with you, Virgos? We have any Virgos in here at all? Or we got one Gemini? We need two Virgos to get started. Yep. All right, John, you're Virgo? All right, Nate is a Virgo. All right, let's see what we have here. We have flirt, religious factors, make the effort, very soon. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. All right, Virgos. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, Virgos, you know what? I tell you, the worst thing about giving up an addiction is the good feelings. Because addiction, feels good. It's so hard to give up the high, it just sucks. Okay, let's see. All right, and let's do one more. Somebody loves the other so much that it kind of makes their heart melt. But there's some conflict here, and the conflict just kind of makes the connection heavy. That's why the card is saying you might need to flirt. Oh, hey, April. Oh, good. So they're saying that maybe you need to flirt to get this energy back to a place of, lightheartedness. I really do see love here. Some of you're not ready to let something or someone go, but you are making a judgment this month. You're really evaluating and and trying to decipher which direction to go, because in some cases there's some really major differences here. It could be age difference, race, it could be religious factors. You guys could live in different countries. It's just that, the passion is real, and so is the desire to maybe see where this can go. There definitely is love here and a lot of interest, but somebody is feeling left out in the cold. Somebody is feeling really hurt. Thank you. Somebody is feeling left out in the cold, and somebody is feeling really hurt about maybe the conflict that's happening here. And somebody's making a judgment about whether you guys have enough things in common, or if there are just too many differences that's causing there to be conflict. But there's still a lot of love here. And so the cards are saying that, oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, John. I know what that feels like. It sucks. So I see that you guys really don't know what to do in this relationship. Some of you feel like it's for somebody that you know, like it'll take too much effort. And so maybe you're just focusing yourself on your business and you're thinking that the relationship can't work. But the cards are saying, make the effort, make the effort, make the effort, because what? I don't see you guys really making the effort. I see, there's spying going on. There will be spying going on, but I don't really see, you making the effort. But very soon, love is going to come in for you, sooner than you think. Love is going to come in for you from someone with whom you're in love with, too. Could possibly be somebody from the past. There's somebody that you love very dearly. And very soon, you're going to have the opportunity to have a reconciliation. I'm hearing, I'm feeling vulnerable now. I'm feeling like I want to cry. You're really deeply in somebody's heart. And somebody is really deeply in your heart. And very soon, there will be an opportunity to have a reconciliation. Like, this is my month card. Like within a month or something like that, you guys may have a reconciliation. Wow. You may have a reconciliation that leads to commitment with the Queen of Earth here. So it feels like it's a little further than August. So August may be kind of rough because you're going to be in the middle of the tunnel. And you might be more focused on your differences and less focused on why you love each other. It's like, I feel really a lot of hurt, right? I feel hurt. I feel tears, a lot of tears. Just bitter. Somebody feels so hurt and bitter. Because there really is great love here. See, this card says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And look at how he just adores her. She's like, stop it. You guys, there is somebody here that you have a lot of love for, but there's a lot of pride. And the pride and somebody trying to win, the pride, somebody trying to win is really good morning. So it looks like the pride of somebody wanting to win, it really confuses things. There was a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion in this connection for some people. But the cards are saying that what needs to happen is somebody needs to make the effort. But instead, what I see, is that people are kind of like not communicating, maybe not talking about how they really feel, not expressing themselves. People are just kind of, keeping to themselves. But the cards are saying make the effort. But I think that also divine timing is at work for some of you. Okay. Because very soon, maybe not in the month of August, but very soon, you will have an opportunity to have a reconciliation with someone who you are in love with and who apparently looks like they're in love with you. So you could be dealing with a water sign. There's a very strong possibility that you could be dealing with the sun, moon, or rising, um, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Um, and it looks like I do see long term here. Some of you are in long term relationships. You guys are just gonna, kind of have a little bit of a rough month. Let's see what you can do about it. I definitely see commitment here, Virgos, very soon. And if there's nobody from the past, then I definitely feel like you may fall in love. I feel so emotional about this. Somebody is really going to be emotional about you in September, maybe. Wow, that really, you guys have a lot of love between each other. I hope you guys work it out. You could be dealing with another earth sign, or you could have a Virgo moon and be a Taurus or something like that. Oh, good. I'm good. You and your Aquarius are working things out. Yep, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. It looks like if you guys are in a relationship and you're going through a rough patch, everything is going to be all right. That's what I'm going to title this. Everything is going to be all right. It looks like you guys just let me see. It looks like you guys just kind of need to communicate, really. Communicate about how you really feel, like really how you really feel and what's really going on. It looks like you guys are going to find out that what you want is each other. All right. Oh, that's so beautiful. Guess what you're running into? They say, go ahead and move forward. Some of you are leaving a Cancer behind, right? But what's in the cards is a commitment that is very stable and solid with someone who is potentially an earth sign. They say by you like moving on, moving forward, just kind of doing you, you're going to ride right into commitment. Let's get some more clarification with that. Okay. Looks like some of you are trying to decide if you're going to leave a commitment or if you're going to stay in one. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. You're trying to decide if you're going to leave a commitment or stay in one. Yeah, I don't see you leaving or staying. I see you kind of being in the middle. Somebody wants a more spiritual connection with someone, but they really do love you. Oh, wow. That is so beautiful. That is beautiful. This is the first emotional reading I've had. You guys, very soon, you and your partner, I feel more September, especially towards the winter months, because this just feels like a winter card. That's your card. You guys are going to be in your own power, okay? You are going to eventually, some of you may separate from like a situation where there is three people and it may just go down to two people. And it looks like there's going to be a real traditional relationship um, that you have here with the person of your dreams. But it just looks like you guys are going to go through a rough patch, but you're going to come out pretty good. So they're saying the way to get through this is to flirt, extend your lighthearted energy out to people. Also, they say here, clearly decide on what you want because there's going to be a lot of energy that's coming to you soon. It does look like your love life is being affected by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So they say clearly decide on what you want so that, it comes to you really soon. For instance, if you know that you don't want to marry an atheist, then that'll help you decide if you should move in the direction of this person or not, right? Okay. Okay. If you decide, like maybe religious factors, maybe you are in love with somebody who's of the same sex, but maybe your religious factor, you can't do that. Maybe for you, that's like crossing a line that makes you feel uncomfortable spiritually. So that may be affecting the two of you. That's why the cards are like, well, what you really need to do for the month of August is you need to get clear about what you want. Are you going to cross those lines? Do you need to make peace with that? Um, you know, maybe the person doesn't believe what you believe, but maybe they believe, maybe they don't, maybe they're agnostic. And could you possibly be with someone who is agnostic and you're a Christian? So they're saying, just ask yourself, can I do this? You know, well, whatever the case is, the card that's coming up for Virgos is your love life is being influenced by either your religious upbringing or your spiritual path. Even your spiritual path, okay? Like for instance, um, you know, there was a situation where I really liked someone. This was years ago, but I could never feel them. Like they never knew why I didn't go forward with getting to know them. And the reason that I didn't go forward was because spirit, I just could not feel this person. I mean, I would tap into their energy and it would feel like a corpse. Like there was nobody there. It felt like an empty shell. And so visually, I really, 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 really wanted them. But when I would tap into that energy, it felt so empty and so dead, like just so dead that I wasn't interested spiritually enough to move forward in the connection. And they never knew why I didn't. And how can you explain that to somebody? How do you say, when I tap into you, you feel dead? Some guys call it, they call it a, what do they call it? A pinhead, a bond. I forgot what they call it. It's a word for it. But it felt like I have never tapped into an energy and just felt death. Nothing, like nobody was there. They looked so good that I did everything I could to introduce as much spirituality as I could so that I could fucking feel something. And even to this day, like one of the reasons I never called them is because tap into their energy feels so dead that all I want to do is like, I just want to go away from the energy. I feel like there's an aversion, but then there's another part that's real attracted, but then there's a spiritual part that's just like, ugh. So either with this card, either you're not spiritually attracted to somebody, like you guys are just not equally yoked. And, you know, you may be attracted to them. There may be some type of flirtatious stuff, but just you guys are on fucking different pages. So that's for some of you, right? And this lack of spiritual connection makes some of you want to move on. So like something is empty here. And that was the real reason that I did not go forward with that person, because it was like, where is the human being at? Like I see this gorgeous bombshell ass, just drop dead gorgeous person, but I cannot feel you. I can't feel anything. Why? Where are you? Where is the spirit at? It's like it really was like talking or looking at a human being with nobody on the inside. Have you ever felt like that? Do you know what? I never experienced no shit like that. And so they were like, how come you don't call me? And it was like, because I can't feel anything. You think it would, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, why can't, and you know how you start feeling somebody when they start listening to their spirit and following their truth. And the more somebody is in their body, paying attention to who they are and on that path and connected to whoever source energy is, then you can feel them. Otherwise, they feel dead. It's like, hello, are you there? And they move and talk like they're alive, but nobody's there. And so I just found somebody spiritually unattractive. I wasn't attracted to their spirit. And it's hard to make the effort, when you got these religious factors or these spiritual stuff that's blocking. So some of you felt like, well, maybe I should just turn my back on the situation and just kind of focus on my business, because that was just an illusion anyway, because we weren't spiritually or equally yoked. And some of you saw the truth of the situation, but you're still kind of holding on, just kind of seeing what's going on with them, because there definitely was a connection. And it's so sad because there is so much love here for some of you. See, I'm like, I go back into the future cards and then it's love here again. Oof. Okay, I better put a boundary up. Somebody really loves you and they're just like, you guys, there are two people who want to be with each other so bad. But I was even, you know what, and I can relate to this because in Vedic astrology, I'm a Virgo, and I can relate to this because I I know what it's like to feel this so strong that you may even cross spiritual lines or spiritual boundaries to try to make it work, you know? And maybe making it work wasn't what it was really supposed to do, you know? Maybe you have these spiritual boundaries for a reason, but when you feel like this for somebody, in love with them, sometimes, you're willing to cross spiritual boundaries to make it work. I do feel like there's a lot of love here, and there could be a reconciliation with the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Others of you, I think you try to cross your spiritual boundary and force something that the universe or your higher power was really just saying no to. Some of you, it's like there is just an aversion there. There's a blockage. And the blockage was spiritual because for some of you, this was just not supposed to be. Others of you push past the spiritual boundary. That's how much love you had for this person. You were willing to push past all the no's that you got to try and make it work. But then maybe they went ghost. And that could be good. That could be a good thing. Because some people really do try and get themselves together, you know. Like, for instance, if you know that something is going to be hard, you may come at the connection in another way. And it doesn't mean that you're not interested. You know that in order for this connection to work, it's going to take a long time, it's going to take a lot of effort, and it's just a different connection. Both of you seem to have an aversion towards this, but there seems to be so much love here that you guys still kind of on a certain level want to make this conversion happen. Some of you make the conversion happen. Some of you move forward and you stay in a committed relationship, maybe with a Taurus, definitely with a Taurus, or you could be a Taurus or with a Capricorn, Virgo, or that could just represent that some of you, some of you are going to be together with this person no matter what, whether there's religious factors, children, obstacles, distance, nothing is going to stop the two of you from being together. You guys may be on a little break right now, but if whoever this is for, because if you're single, then this is not for you, right? But very soon there's going to be a reconciliation with someone that you're in love with. And you guys are going to try to build again with each other, even though the odds are against you. The odds are against you, but you're not going to be able to really let each other go. And this is the person that many of you are going to be with. So what I see for those of you who this resonates for, you're going to have a rough patch, but you're not going to let each other go. So that's it. Nothing else. Bye. I understand some people are gone, but looks like there's going to be another round. Looks like there's going to be another round for some of you. Well, you know what, honey? This is a general reading. And of course, you always have free will. And, you know, like I saw something that said in the Libra reading that there was going to be a reconciliation with a fire sign, and there will be no such thing. That's not happening. So, you know, that's in the cards for somebody, but it's not in the cards for this Libra, you know. So, all right. And for those of you who do not want to reconcile with someone from the past and you're feeling like no, then it could represent you falling in love with someone who's going to feel like a soulmate. Okay? And you guys will kind of go through a period of working things out with each other for a while. And then it could lead to a relationship that's going to be permanent. And this could also represent just kind of loving the one you're with. Okay. So, but whatever the case is, you know, I see you guys being, that's a spiritual, and that's a very grounded spiritual union. That's what I see for you. All right, virgins, I will see you all soon. God bless.